Showing up on camera for me was terrifying. Showing up to maybe jog or tell a joke or record an event that I was attending was much easier than me showing up on camera, sharing me. And I shied away from that for many, many, many years. I remember taking a class and the facilitator, Kishelle, she said, "Anjanette, you have to go on camera." And I said, no, because I was afraid. I couldn't place my fear, but I was afraid. And I think that I'm not the only person, especially looking at what we would call the professionals on YouTube or on any media platform where people are showing up on camera and everything looks so perfect. And I measured myself against that. Even though she had told us like done is better than perfect, still I wanted it to be at least somewhat perfect. But the reality is what that was really doing for me is holding me back and stopping me from actually showing up online. And showing up is what was required to break that fear, that barrier that kept me quiet. And I'm so happy that I was able to do that. But I know that there are other people who feel the same way and they're afraid. So how did I break out? I started doing a Facebook Live. I challenged myself, okay, you're gonna go on Facebook every day. And that was years ago. And I stopped because again, I was more terrified of showing up than actually honing in on my message. And so I quit. I just could not do it. Years later, my girlfriend, she inspired me. I would watch her show up every single day on a particular platform. And I said, how do you do that? How do you show up like that? And she said, just turn the camera on. And there are so many people who would say that. I watch podcasts and there are others who say, you know what, I sat in my car and I just turned the camera on. So that's what I decided to do. But I was still afraid to say, stay in front of the camera and stay connected and stay engaged. And I feel like I know I'm not the only person with that mindset, because you know, we all start somewhere, and a lot of times we start from that place of fear. So what I started to do was I hopped on TikTok. It was safe because I could choose just a photo, I could choose 15 seconds, I could choose 60 seconds, or I could choose 10 minutes.